Good afternoon. The name of this channel is Zebulon 28 Zadoq. Today's date is Sunday in the Hebrew calendar. The year is 5785. The day is 29 Nisan. In the Gregorian calendar, it is April 27th, 2025. In the Islamic calendar, it's the 28th day of Shaul in the year 1446 after Hijrah. It's interesting to note that those days are consecutive numbers. You know, there's a 27th, April 27th. There's a 28th of Shaul and the 29th. The 29th in the of Nisan in the Hebrew calendar. Yeah, those consecutive days, very interesting. But today is the first day of the new moon in the Hebrew calendar. Even though the dates I just gave you wouldn't think so. Seeing it's still the 29th of Nisan and not yet the 30th or the 1st of Iyar, which is the second Hebrew month after Nisan. One is associated with Aries, the other is associated with Taurus. Iyar is associated with Taurus and the planet Venus. The letters of the Aleph Bet for meditation for this month of Iyar. Since Iyar is associated with the planet Venus, and the Aleph Bet that corresponds with Venus is the letter Pe. Pe or Fe. It looks like a backwards C with a tooth hanging down from the top, because Pe is a mouth. And the second letter corresponds to the sign Taurus, and it is a Vav, which is a nail. It's like kind of long, goes down. And so you see, what kind of meaning can you derive from that? A mouth and a nail. A nail it's something that affixes something to another thing. But those are letters for meditation. Usually the Kabbalists, after they say a certain set of prayers, or maybe just by itself alone, they would visualize these two letters above their head in gold, or maybe shining. And usually letters, in Kabbalah, they'll be associated with other practices or correspondences. Like a number of names, like the 72-letter name is like 72 triplets. Well, those triplets would be, to be used with the Tetragrammaton, but that's another topic. Yeah, you can see one of my topics of research and study interest is Kabbalah, as well as astrology, as well as Sufi Islam, Tasawwuf or Irfan in Iranian or Shiite Islam. And UFOs, esoteric subjects, spiritism, things like that, Blavatsky's root races, mud flood, reset conspiracy, or any other conspiracy theories. Basically, I'm a one-stop shop for paranormal and esoteric. I cover everything, and I've been doing this for 55 years. Yeah, 55 years. I have 55 years of experience, and just researching these things and even analyzing these things. I'm one of those people who, once I get a subject, I like to really be meticulous and analyze it. Obsessive compulsive in that respect. But so yeah. Let me see what else. There was something I was talking about before, and it happens to be a recent subject, so I'll just go ahead and touch on that now. It's the find or the reveal of the Great Pyramid on the Giza plateau. It was revealed in the past couple of months that there are pillars underneath the Great Pyramid, and so this was at first it was found in 2022 or 2023. It wasn't revealed until 2025, and when you really get into it, like Mark Lerner of the ARE in Virginia Beach, when he had gone to join Zahi Wass's team back in the 70s. And really, in 1978, they found underground structures in or under the Giza Plateau. Pretty much it was like an underground city of pyramids, pretty much like what was above. But, it's funny that now they're revealing it now. From 1978 to 2022 to 2025. And the columns itself reminds me of they used to call the Great Pyramids and the pyramids there the pillars of Enoch. They said, well, these are pyramids. Why do you probably call them pillars? Well, now we can see why they might refer to as the pillars of Enoch. And also Enoch was he had worked in the construction of the Great Pyramid. No, it's not in the Bible. But there are many books in the Bible that aren't. There are many books that are supposed to be in the Bible but aren't. So over 300 some different books. And, the King James Version is like 66 books. The Ethiopian Orthodox, it's like 88 books. I've got a King James Bible here. It's a reprint of the 1611. And they've got 68 books in there. There's Maccabees and some other book, which are not in the current ones. But and so I like to talk about things when it comes to astrology, but also the astrology of the ages too. There's some books I really want to explore with you, the audience, just on, like I say, recondite knowledge. Knowledge is really not well known, and things, and the importance that they bear on a person's perspective on what's going on. What does each age bring and such. And right now, I'm going to end, and I ask that you like this video, share this video, and subscribe. The channel's only going to get better. This is like just a rough beginning, but we're launching the channel this month. Zebulon 28 Zadoq, and in the next episode I'll explain that name. It might even get around to giving you my name. So, all right, that's it for today. See you.